Alright. I've been playing Cup of the Day for a little over a year now, and I thought it would be fun to go back and revisit some old maps just to see how much I've improved. So we're gonna do just that, and I already have like September here. This I have singled out in a spreadsheet as probably my worst performance, so that is gonna be where we're going. Okay, I'm gonna have to provide some additional context. First and foremost, you just heard me say that I've been playing Cup of the Day for a little over a year. By the time you're watching this, it will actually have been a year and a half, because this project was some time in the making. Secondly, you're only actually going to be seeing my PB runs because otherwise this video would be a lot longer than it already is. With that being said, let's just roll the clip. Oh god, this was some Cupra bullshit. Okay. Before we do anything else, I wanna actually see what my PB did. Oh yay, the summer skin. Well, that's good. Yeah. Alright, so we get both boosters. Ooh, that's not ideal. Slide very hard there. Perhaps don't need to slide that hard if we can help it. Okay. That looked a bit janky. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to do better than that. Yeah. What? Okay. If we can avoid that bunk, then maybe we can do well. Ah, that as well. Oof. This was a very long map. Like, what? My PB is 146. PK best is 128. It's Mertz Jr. there. Oh, okay. Seem to be doing sort of okay on the dirt here. There is a booster there and we're staying well clear of it. That's only if you don't have this view. Bit of a scuffed landing, but yeah. Okay. What? Yeah. Right, and through this malarkey, which is just an elongated fin. That wasn't a that was a yeah. Okay, I'm back. Just to comment on that, you may have noticed, or you may actually be noticing right now, that there is a watermark at the top of the screen that says Bandicam. That is one of multiple features of the free version of the Bandicam recording software, which I was not aware of when I downloaded it. The other being that you can only record 10 minutes per session, which means that by the time I get this PB run, I had already been reviewing the first 10-minute session, and that little snippet you get there is me being hyper aware of some of the non-expressive noises I make. Anyway, okay, so okay. But okay. Second behind. I feel I can catch that. Or I can fall even further behind. Yeah, 2 seconds behind. Alright. Alright. Defo overtook PB there. Got the bright lights. Okay. Well, that 1.4 is definitely gonna drop because PB did not do that. Yeah, 0.7. I lost half my lead doing that. Right. I'm gonna go very inside here. Come out there. Yep, 0.7 holds. $1.2. Okay. See if that holds. Alright. Those appear to be zoomed in somehow? Somewhat? Okay. $1.3 already, that's good. 2. Alright. 3.2, damn. But 3.5. Now if I could avoid scuffing the cheeses out of that, I would be onto something. 2 seconds, okay. Still good. I need to improve at least 7 more. 3.4. Work with that. 3.3. Good, good, good. $3.3 still. Good, good, good. 4. Right. 3.4. Yeah. Okay. NOT dirt. I think we might just take the 3.4 for now.
Okay, I'm back. So what I was going for there was the sentiment of PB, we take those, i.e. celebrate your achievements. Except I'm only paying lip service to it because obviously I wasn't celebrating my achievement there. I only know that that's what I was going for because nothing else makes sense in context.
Not there. Not there. Right. Yeah. Not ideal, but we can work with this. That's good. 0.3. Small rel. 0.6. Small bunk. Right. $1.3. That is okay, I think. Yeah. Right. We're holding 1.3. 1.1. Ah. Don't we still have the PB that scuffed the hell out of that? Okay, well. No. Guys, 1.26 here? Okay. Enormity of 1 second. Right. Okay, so at this point my equipment started failing, which means that you're gonna have to deal with some after-the-fact commentary. And I wouldn't say there's all that much remarkable about this run. Particularly decent flew there by my standards, and all of this whole snaky section I actually managed to do clean. Not really that super well, but clean. Like, especially this one is where I had bonked pretty much every time leading up to it, I go through clean. And that is set 0.6 there, but when we come to here, we'll see just how much I gained. 1.6. And that basically just holds for the remainder of the run. So let's just kind of talk about some things that I had discovered along the way. Like here, I don't know, it's just kind of janky because of the airtime to turn immediately. I try to go early on this wall ride, but not here. That's just not happening. This thing I was, trying to reduce airtime with that maneuver. You'll see variations thereupon, but that was a discovery that I don't really comment on that much when it started happening. So there you go. A little bit more said about that. And get almost 2 second PB. I suppose I should also say that the objective I had in mind for this map was gold. So I think there was even a point in what did end up being served where I mentioned the amount of time I needed. I don't say full gold, but I mention an amount which corresponds to what I needed for gold. So there, I gained a little bit just from better slides. I've started to become pretty comfortable with those wall rides. I was very wobbly in the start, as you have seen. I'm on a half a second here. Yeah, trying to catch a little bit of that outside line. Although, yeah, it cost me on this occasion because there's not really anything gained from outside dirt, as far as I can tell. So here, I just ride the curve by all accounts. Yeah. So the thing about trying to reduce airtime altogether there is that you end up getting kind of a wobbly landing, whereas if you just fly over the low part, you get a much cleaner landing. I know this is not a particularly strong PB, but I think this is the PB where you get to see what I mean. I honestly don't have much to say about this section. By now it's pretty much just past the course. If that is the expression. Yeah, I've railed there, that's pretty clear. I do lose time because of it. Yeah, and pretty clean through that. Yep. Really isn't much to say. We come out here with pretty much immediately full ahead of PB. Again, that was the wide line my previous PB took in that turn. Yeah, trying to ride the curve here, end up a little bit far. Just jumping that. Landing pretty clean and just carrying so much more speed. Gaining speed with every checkpoint. And at this point, this is good enough for gold. And there you go. Which takes us to the next map, which is full speed. I can't say that I've improved that much on full speed, but I do feel I have a better understanding of how the lines work, and I don't quite understand speed sliding, but I feel that at the time I was actually trying to avoid speed sliding because of my skill level at the time. I wasn't sure that they were actually necessarily an advantage. You'll notice that even so, this old PB almost had auto time, as you can see there on the right. That's because this map came out during console release when auto times were very, very much free. And this PB that you're seeing now was basically the first clean run through, yeah. And you can see that even though I'm still not really trying to find the speed slides, my lines have improved. I am just better at finding the full speed lines. You'll see in a second here that I go a little bit too far wide on the final banking here, and I actually kind of catch a bit of airtime, but still one-shot AT. So there's that. As I recall, what this run does is basically just not do the janky wall run banking at the end there. So we're still not seeing anything too spectacular, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of fun for a map style where I don't feel like I've improved to actually see that. Yeah, no, there's something has happened. I'm able to like immediately do a lot better than I was back then. You'll see here that I start implementing action keys in an effort to try to actually hold the speed slides a bit more, because the issue I kind of have with full steering is that you very easily either slide too or oversteer to the point where your slides aren't lined up, or your skid marks don't line up, or you cancel the drift because you're not steering. So here, steering less makes it easier to actually hold, is the thing. And, well, the evidence kind of says something, doesn't it? Another run with AK4, you will have noticed, you may have noticed that there was a section that was a little bit scuffed in the previous run, even though I probably should have talked about it when you were saying it, but we can talk about it when we get there. As far as I recall, that's basically, yeah, so here I don't go quite as far wide as the other PB did, and I land more quickly. That is enough for me to have a slight advantage, even though I do lose speed relative to the old PB. It's enough to hold. I believe on this run I introduce action key 3, and like there are subsequent runs where I switch back and forth between 3 and 4, but I don't actually ever get a PB out of that, so this is the final run you're gonna see, and mainly because I don't feel like I've improved that much on full speed, because I still don't really understand speed slides. Yeah, they actually stay K3. Because of that, I didn't really have a goal going into this. I just sort of hit a few improvements and called it here, with a respectable 41.9. So this map, hello cursor, you don't see my old PB because that's just 3.5 minutes of me crashing all the time, and believe you me, you're gonna see more than 3.5 minutes of me crashing on this map. You can already tell. So for me personally, this map was kind of unique in that this was the only time where I spent a full 15 minutes in the Cup of the Day qualifier without clocking a single time. And you can kind of see in this rediscovery run why I didn't clock a single time with all the failures and like
trying to go backwards up where there is no ramp, stuff like that. But basically, in those 15 minutes, I make it to the finish twice, from what I recall, which doesn't give me much hope for being able to do much of anything in rounds. And for that reason, I simply just chose not to cross the line. This is also the reason why this run, for all of its crashing and several retakes on the balance beam, ends up being not just a PB, but a pretty comfortable one at that. As you can see, like, that didn't go across. I don't make it across there. Get another this, where I don't land well. And this, I think, is actually the one that kind of makes it. So, see that I go left here? Subsequent runs I actually do go right, but I didn't know because this was the discovery run. Sort of lucky to actually nail that landing. And again, this was discovery run, and I end up being basically, well, not basically, I end up being half a minute faster than my OTB. So ultimately what that means is that the objective going forward is to get a clean run and see where that takes me. This section, this like plastic tunnel thingy, was the other section that gave me just so much trouble. But because it happens early on, most runs where I fail miserably there don't make it into the PB realm. So you're only really seeing the ones where I managed that section. This was also kind of troublesome because, well, it's kind of hard to aim it down. And like, once you're bouncing in the water, you can't really correct, or you can, but you just lose so much speed to it. I was course correcting on this run, I believe, and oh boy. But then it kind of doesn't matter because of all the time spent on that dang balance beam. Believe you me, dang is perhaps the mildest swear you would have caught from me if there had been audio of this. I crashed that. I still foolishly try to make it up the ramp. I see here that I can't. This double tap respawn actually spawns you backwards so that you can go around and catch the booster. So this one I'm actually going to mute because at this point I was able to get my microphone to work again, and I, for some unclear reason, decided to take that opportunity to tell a not particularly interesting anecdote that I get sort of halfway through during the time it takes for me to complete this run. So I would just have to devote way too much energy to explain all the missing pieces. Very wide there, almost like I forgot where I was supposed to go. Or not almost like, I forgot where I was supposed to go. That's not particularly good skipping through the water section there. As always, I failed the balance beam a couple times. I brake there so as to reduce speed. That does make it safer to actually get through there. I go high here, and one thing I do want to let you know while I'm here is that in between this and the next clip, you'll see I watch Nicolex run there for the Denmark's best, just so to get a sense of where the risky, or how to get to the risky.
Interesting, or rather odd. Yeah. Okay, there. I mean, that's improvement. We take it for that. Ooh. Yeah, I lose speed because I do that. Ah, okay. There we go. So now Nicolette went very inside here. Here's the strat. Okay, now I'm super not even trying that. Yes, I know I get the slow-mo and that sucks, but I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. Okay. Here. Yes, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I know, I know. Okay. Not speed. Weirdly enough. I don't know what the hell happened last time. Still absolutely. Oh. Yeah, so getting that jump as well. Gonna be difficult. Yeah. Might not be so bad, that. Isn't good. Well, isn't so bad, and that is good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had to tap. Oh, right tap, I guess. Oh. Ooh. Are we on a run now? Is this a clean run? Yo! And that happens. Right. There's just these small jerks that the car sometimes does. What? Nice. Okay. Where are we at? 0.249. That might be good. Oh. There we go. Ooh. Think it's too slow to make the jump. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know why it's so wobbly through there. Like, okay. Alright. I mean, I know why. It's because of that bump. Whoop. That's a run. Nice. Ah. So this is far from perfect. But if we can make this happen, then hallowed be thy name.